Hello and welcome to the Sandwiches first ever podcast. I've got myself, Boff, we got JP and Beans, and we thought we would just get together, have a bit of a laugh, bit of a joke, and talk about some funny topics. So I thought to kick it off, we'll hand over to Beans and see what he has to say. Beans, how's it going, mate?
Yeah, it's good. Thanks, Joe. Nice to see you both. I want to talk today, firstly, about some knobheads that keep hacking my Instagram account.
That's deep.
It was last Monday, I hacked it, and then I got back onto it yesterday, and then turns out all they've done is like loads and loads of random Polish channels and liked all their photos, and that was it.
What sort of Polish channels were they, Beans?
Oh, mate, they were pretty grim. Not gonna lie.
They're mid-40s sort of cheekers, were they?
There was nothing like nudes or anything, man. It's a bit disappointing in that respect.
I love how you read my mind then, Beans. I love how you knew where I was thinking.
I know where you're coming from, man. But
like cooking stuff, Beans. Or...
it was like random. It was like, the edgy sort of weird stuff, but like dark, weird, edgy stuff. It was really hard to explain. It was just like 4 or 5 of them. I'm like, you've hacked my Instagram to follow 5 rubbish accounts. I'm like,
well, I had a mate who apparently got hacked in after what is it, the fucking house party thing?
Yeah, I reckon it's from that. I reckon it's from that.
I think his girlfriend. The only one who got messaged was his girlfriend on Snapchat, and like, can you send me nudes?
Really?
Someone tried to ask to send nudes. All right, my mate Matt. But it makes you think. So obviously, it's got to be someone he knows. It's got to be someone he knows.
No, but this guy from Poland is doing it to me.
Yeah, but then he might know you from like somewhere.
I know one Polish person, and I don't think it was him.
Might have been.
You never know, mate. You never know.
Louis.
Name drop. You can't.
My name's Josh. Hello, everyone.
Name drop.
Represent. Yeah. We're broadcasting as we get on. So what's it been up to then, Boff? What have you been up to?
What have I been doing? Just shooting the shit during the day. I mean, I wake up pretty much 8 a.m. sort of time, log in from home, do my daily grind, finish, bloody walk downstairs, make a bit of food, play Xbox, drink. That's it. That's genuinely it. I've got nothing going on. My life's miserable, man.
Let's not turn this into a blue depression talk, Joe.
Oh, come on. I thought this was it.
We might as well get it out of the way early on, mate. Might as well get it out of the way.
If we get it out of the way, guys. I need serious help.
You and me both, mate. I'm going stir crazy in this house, mate.
How's it for you, man? Because you've literally got nothing to do all that, have you?
No, mate. So I'm unemployed at the moment. Just on university credit, which is pretty mad, you know.
If anyone's got any jobs, look JP up.
It's pretty mad, really. It's a bad time because I was saying to my boys earlier a lot, and I was saying to people, and I've been thinking about it as well. Like, this time is like, especially the summer coming up, because there's not going to be a lot on. Pubs going to be shut, things will be shut. But we're going to find a lot of time to go out and do like in the park and stuff.
Yeah.
Like play fucking football and shit. Like to get some tinnies in, go to the park. Because what else can you do? You can't go out. You can't be anywhere else. Hopefully they're going to relax the laws coming up this weekend on the quarantine. But
I've heard they might not, you know. And I don't either way. I think they're still going to be really restricted. They're only going to do it a smidge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they relax it a lot because
it's just it does all the hard work.
Exactly. So it's not gone. It's not gone at all. And then
it's like 4,000 people getting it a day. It's a lot.
It's mad.
A lot of people to be dying, mate. It's shocking, really, and I think a lot of answers hopefully will come after the whole shebang's gone on.
Yeah.
And I think as we go forward, obviously, look, to the podcast, we're obviously talking about it because it's such a big thing going on at the moment. We don't really want to be caught up on it, but I think we've got to air it a little bit how my points of views are and how I think the boys' points of view are. Like, I think it's going to be over, but a lot's going to have to be questioned for. Like, I just went out for a clap now. Yeah. And what, you know, we're clapping for the NHS, which is fucking great, but then half the street hadn't done it anyway. It's a lot more people dropped off. I think people's seriousness towards it has been dropped off. But only time will tell how we go forward, and I think it's going to be a positive future, and we've got to come out of a bit of a positive attitude, really.
Yeah, I think it's definitely brought people close together. Like, we wouldn't think to do sort of stuff like this if we weren't. Bloody, no. Like we all talk on quizzes and stuff. I've seen people more in the last couple of months that, like, not face to face, but over a screen. Like, you haven't seen in ages. You're like,
it's true, mate.
"Man,
And
isn't it?"
I think in this time, you sort of choose people you really want to be with.
Yeah, the
And I
sandwich.
think the BBC News should start getting us on the show. We should start getting on the show.
Yeah, it's on the one show.
Yeah, it cuts to a bit of serious news, and then it just cuts to us doing this. Like, oh yeah,
Hi, this is Boff, and this is Beans, and this is JP on the podcast tonight.
welcome to Sandwich Chats.
Nothing wrong, but you're weirdos.
Welcome to Sandwich Chats.
I just don't you think though, like the pocket of life that we probably inhabit, what sort of category do we fit into us fucking three? Like, we're all well, your boys are 23.
Freaks.
I'm 23. Right.
I'm 23.
I'm 20.
Yeah.
We're all 23.
Oh, you're 25. I thought you was that year older than me. I thought you was.
Yeah. Our birth, we're late. Joe, you're next month, aren't you? And
Yeah.
then I'm July.
Oh fuck, you are bambinos, mate. I'm a bit of an early bird, man. I'm a bit of a Jan.
You're born the same year as us.
Yeah. You're 97 as well.
Oh no, you're 97.
Yeah.
I can't count. You know, my brain's it's just disintegrating away.
You're older than me,
every
though,
day.
bro. I've been thinking this last few times I've been on the phone call to you, mate. Out of everyone, I think you've changed the most as maturity-wise in your face and that throughout uni, mate. I definitely think. Yeah, you've actually morphed into a bit of a man at the moment, mate.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like a little baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Baby child before.
I don't think it's got hard though. I think Boff hasn't changed a fucking wink, mate.
Joe looks identical. It's scary.
I just don't age, man. That's the thing. I'll be like this at 30.
Fucking from the fountain of youth, mate. Is it Charlie Jones's or Jim's?
I am the fountain. People drink from me. What I believe.
Popping your hairline out, Boff. That's the only thing that's changed.
Oh, now Boff got a good head of hair.
Good head of hair, man. I've got this myself as well. So.
That's why I've grown mine out at the moment because I don't think I'll ever grow out again in my life because it's probably going to go at one point.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of growing mine out to a similar length, JP, but I don't think it falls the right way in mine. Yours sort of like waves back. Mine just like.
No, but that's like training, mate. You got to train it to go back. You got to like sort of sculpt it. I think you look good if you're long. Like, you look a bit like Leonardo DiCaprio, mate.
Yeah.
I already look like DiCaprio, though, don't I? Just a little wonky head.
What have you boys been watching recently?
I've been watching that new Michael Jordan documentary, which honestly is really worth a watch. Even if you don't even like basketball, I mean, I'm getting into my basketball. I was getting into my basketball loads before this happened, but it's so interesting to see what like he went through because he was like the biggest person in the country, sports person for like 10 years. You don't realise how big he was. He was hounded by everyone, and like they had people like Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen, like other basketball players with him. And honestly, their stories to get to where they were just like insane.
It's just unimaginable because I'm watching it as well. It's unimaginable. He was so good at his sport that he actually thought that no one else could compete against him. Yeah. No one did compete against the guy.
No, honestly, his work ethic was like mad.
Well, I'll ask you boys, like when you was younger, you grew up in like the late 90s. We were 90s babies, but it was late 90s, and I think that's a different transition through time. We just had a bit of Americana sticking about earlier on in our lives, didn't we, really? And that sort of brand image, like McDonald's, Burger King, and shit like that. Michael Jordan was probably the first proper sports person I knew about. Like, I knew from the shoes, and you knew about the shoes, and then you find out about basketball. Oh, my Michael Jordan, man. Oh, my God, you got Michael Jordan.
You hear about Chicago Bulls, don't you? Like, the Chicago Bulls, one of the first things you hear about. And you don't realise, before Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls were nothing, absolutely nothing. And he came and he's changed them forever. I mean, they're rubbish now, but you know who they are. And you'll always know who they are.
I think I started hearing about MJ in Space Jam. So his movies. That's when you know you've made it. They make you into a cartoon movie.
Bro, they were just bleeding him dry.
Yeah.
Of money, man. Honestly. What a good fucking film, though. I mean, for that time, it's not a bad film. I don't think either. It's
the animation for the time, not half bad. It's meant to be like that, isn't it? It's not like they're trying to make it realistic. It's obviously the Looney Tunes, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was R. Kelly's song, I Believe I Can Fly, for that. Was that for that song?
I don't think it's for.
I'm gonna have a little Google intersect here.
I believe I can fly. I don't think they made that for Space Jam.
I think they did, bro. I think they did. No Space Jam, R. Kelly.
I bet you they didn't, man. I bet you they didn't.
He's got some stories, hasn't he, R. Kelly?
Oh, God. Yeah, it is. It's for the Space Jam soundtrack. No wonder why, mate. Fucking all the kids.
Yeah, but was it made for Space Jam, or was it?
So R. Kelly, I believe I can fly. Space Jam soundtrack, mate.
Oh God, that's mad.
Yeah. I believe I can fly. And then as well, he got caught. I believe I could fucking enslave girls, but you know, didn't get too far that, did he? How do you find it, Joel? How do you find that?
How do I find it? What, the R. Kelly thing?
Enslaving girls, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it's bad news, isn't it? It's bad news. It's terrible to hear that someone would do that. Why are you laughing like I've done it, man?
Well, no, it's just you're like, oh yeah, terrible news, mate. Terrible news. Oh,
You got a bit of emotion buff, mate. We know you're a heartless bastard. But come on,
Jesus!
At least get a fake tear out.
I'm trying. Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? I mean,
Jesus,
yeah, you know, I just couldn't imagine it.
So, we love it, man. We love it.
Hey, listen, I'll try. All right, try and feel emotion.
You can believe you can fly, man. Any more sort of them sort of films? Any more influential '90s films that come out to your head? What do you think?
Was it Toy Soldiers or Small Soldiers?
Small Soldiers.
Small Soldiers.
I don't think that's '90s though.
Nice.
That was 90s.
Let's have a little Google.
That is 100% I reckon that's 97. I reckon.
1991, bro. Whoa.
Toy Soldiers. Small Soldiers. It's not 99. It's got the girl out.
It's a different film. What was it called?
Small Soldiers or Toy Soldiers?
Small Soldiers.
It's got that girl from Spider-Man in it. The one who played
1998. 98. That's a good fucking film.
Yeah.
That's really
Gorgonites, wasn't it?
Yeah, Toy Story is just classic in it. You can't not love Toy Story.
I think that's before both. Well, that's your year you was born. 97 for me.
95 that came out.
Was it?
It was in the quiz we did yesterday. 95.
Oh, fucking hell, that's insane, man. You know, I think to myself, like, I'm 23. 25 years haven't been in my life yet. But then when you think from the 20 years, like, how much changing you've done, and the times, how much you can sum up the last century from like the start, turn of the century, just World War One, and then flying, all the sort of World War Two, and then so many technological advances have come through. You've got the moon landings, you've got music, you've got hippies, you've got so much flourished out of, I think capitalism flew, didn't it? Capitalism flew.
I think you would have been a good hippie, Josh.
I would love to be a hippie, mate. Put it that way, I would have been.
Oh, mate, he'd have been that fucking Volkswagen, wouldn't he? He's got the hair for it. He could grow the beard for it. He'd be there, man.
Oh, mate, have you ever seen The Boat That Rocked?
No.
Oh, that's a great fucking film. And I thought I'm going to say to our listeners, if you ever seen The Boat That Rocked, Boff is a guy, the silent guy at the boat, who lives in the bottom of the boat, who just gets a load of pussy. That's it. And the thing is, but he doesn't say fuck all to him. All he says to him is, how about it then? And he just gets a load of pussy, mate.
That's happened before. That would
show you. He wouldn't speak to anyone. Then all of a sudden he just pulls someone ridiculous. Out nowhere. Just that.
I don't know why. Who knows?
Oh, I don't know why. Not exactly why. You dirty dog. Anything else you've been going on about, Boff? What's been saying? Things.
Been watching a lot of Ibiza Weekender recently.
Show. What a show.
I've never watched Ibiza Weekend. What's this? Tell me about it.
Yeah, basically a couple of contestants go to this hotel. They've got a load of reps there, and they're like trying to show them a good time and stuff. It's just all, there's always a bit of drama. It's such shit, but keeps you a little bit entertained.
Downgrade from Love Island, which was really good.
Was this filmed last year, or are they filming it like in a quarantine house inside Ibiza?
No, and then they drop it in like the winter.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah,
I forget that you boys love a bit of Geordie Shore. I don't know.
Who didn't like Geordie Shore back in the day when Scotty T was just going around banging birds every fucking night? Like now, if you ever watched it, I mean, I wouldn't even watch it now, but like even before when we still watched it, they can't even talk to people anymore. Like back in the day when it first started, they would go into the clubs and they'd just be like chilling, having a good time. But then they got so famous and the show became so big, it just ruined it because they couldn't go and actually have a proper night out. They had to stay in their own little secluded area, and it wasn't. And then they all started going out of each other. It's like, come on.
But that's bound to happen, though. We had that sort of experience at uni, didn't we? Everyone was tackling everyone, man. That's one thing you realise, man. So one thing I do miss about the whole of it, like, obviously, back then, it's we were a bit younger, but everyone was just fucking with everyone, weren't they? Everyone knew everything. Everyone knew everyone was doing everything. I'm like, what's Buff doing this weekend? And knew exactly what was going on, who he's been with before. And you had to go back to a group where, in some cases, you'd be like, oh, I've been with you before. Oh, wow. And if no one's talking about what's been going on, but it's just underlining sort of, oh, hey, how are you doing? Especially Beans, mate. Beans had that with one of our friends.
Oh, man. Come on, fit, man.
Oh, mate. Those days.
Those days are long gone, man.
They are, mate, and I think how much they changed going forward, mate. It's pretty mad.
We went to that house 4 years ago.
Was it actually 4 years ago?
2016, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
2016. No, it weren't.
Yeah. That means you guys started uni 2015, and then I started 2014. I started uni 6 years ago in a couple of months.
That's fucking mad, mate.
That
is absolute madness, bro. Think how that time's gone. What we've been up to in that time. But we're still going strong, boys. That's been 5 years now, isn't it, really?
Sandwich, 4 years strong.
When did we know? When did we start getting closer, like as the sandwich? Because it was like a wider circle, and then it came in a bit, didn't it?
It means when I started pissing everyone off.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I knew Buffy first year, and obviously you knew Buff from fucking primary school, is it, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah. You boys are thick as thieves for a long time, and obviously we had a spare room in our house, and Buff mentioned you because I met you before once, didn't I? Before that.
I think I first probably met you on. No, I think I met you once, and I met you on tour again, didn't I? And then I saw you.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a bit of a loose cunt then, wasn't you? Oh, he was all loose cunt, weren't we? Jesus.
I remember this guy. We're in the same hotel as the Cross people. And there's this guy with half his head shaved, half his beard shaved, and the whole week we're just thinking, who's that twat? And then I'm in the pool one day, and you come closer to me in the pool. You're like, all right, Beans. Like, oh, fucking hell. All right, James. I didn't recognise you at all.
Oh, mate. Yeah, it was a moment I would like to not forget about, but it was a moment in time. I was like, what the fuck was going on there, mate? That was pretty shocking.
Tour is one of those things, if you do it, mate, it's so much fun. But
it was just what went on, mate. What went on in that weekend? I couldn't even tell you what went on that weekend. It was just such a blur, mate. The coach journey home, man. Oh my God.
So honestly, everyone had already been there, was getting a flight, but they didn't tell you actually how bad. You didn't know how bad the journey was until you witnessed the journey yourself.
I thought I was going to die, mate. I got on that coach. My heart was going boom, 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 boom. I was so hungover. I felt awful. And
you had 4 days in a row as well. It's not like you said the one. You had 4 days.
Getting with anyone on the coach, John.
No, mate. No. Well, on the way there, this lovely girl sat next to me. She was great fun. She was a year older, and she was actually the reason I joined the cross. And she was so beautiful, man. Jesus. So I had a nice pleasure of that. Like, hey, because obviously it was like tour freshies. But on the way back, I managed to get 2 seats by myself.
That's all. We had that all the way back. That was the best.
First stop, I nicked this girl's pillow. I took it because I had no pillows to sleep on. And I remember her, like, and then when the bus started, I go, guys, have you seen my pillow anywhere? I'm like, saying fuck all. And by the last stop, when we put into Nottingham-Trent again, I'm like, oh, Rosie, I remember something saying, I found your pillow. Give it back to me. I just found it on my chair, and I don't know where it's been. I've been on it for 24 hours, but snored out, mate. And she's been sleeping on the fucking chair, like, passed out.
Oh, jeez. Mate, you're evil. It's like when he nicks somewhere off us, isn't it? And then he's like,
mate,
you got it back, don't worry, mate.
Remember that, Josh? Remember that when you nicked my bed?
He's got he was from nicking a pillow to nicking a bed.
I think that's the only time I've actually seen you pissed off, Buff. I remember the woman was walking down the road, and then Sydney dropped me right in. He goes, "Josh has nicked your bed pretty much, like cut it between the fucking lines." And your face, Buff, was like, "You nicked my bed? I wonder why my bed's too small for me. No, too big for my fucking frame. I'm sitting there with a mattress that's too small for my frame, like a fucking brand new mattress. Buff has got a foot hanging off his side of his bed." Sid gave me a hand moving that mattress, mate. I tell you, Sid gave me a hand moving that mattress.
Oh yeah. But it was all you. Let's be honest, it was all you, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Those are the
Anyone watched any docs recently?
Documentaries. What have I been watching? I watched some the other day. I watched This Is England again. All of it.
Mate, I watched it recently. It's deep, innit? It's fucking deep.
Did you watch the TV shows as well?
Oh.
Really good. I enjoy it. I mean, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's good shit, man.
You like
that Sean guy was always in knots, wasn't he? In prison.
Was he?
Yeah. He was always. Honestly, I've seen about 4 or 5 pictures of him on different nights out in knots while we were there.
I bet he was banging so many birds,
mate. He rocks it. He's an ugly twat as well, but he can probably pull birds so easily. It's not even fair, is it?
Jesus.
When we make it, boys. When we make it, it'll be like that. Don't worry.
I can imagine you've seen some documentaries recently, Buff. Watching any more pianos? Symphony?
Trying to think. What do I watch? Do you know what? I haven't seen any good documentaries recently. Not a thing. Not an.
What do you do in that house, man?
Yeah,
Play a lot of Rocket League.
What do you guys get up to in that house?
Play a lot of Rocket League, to be fair. Just chat shit all day, honestly. I don't know.
He was telling me the other day, all he had to eat was cheese on toast twice.
Yeah.
What's Charlie been saying recently?
Charlie, mate, all he does is quizzes every single day and night. He does
every day.
Every day. He's doing
one now.
He's doing one right now.
Who with?
Family, I think. I don't know.
Good old John and Bob's.
Mr. Quiz, yeah. Fucking does it. I don't know.
Right.
He's a popular man, that Charlie.
He is. Trump. Recently, we've been hearing a lot about him, haven't we?
Yeah.
How he's been doing a bit of off-piece stuff. How do you think? So I'm reading the book at the moment, Prisoners of Geography.
Whoa. You're reading?
So Trump, and I'm reading the book at the moment called Prisoners of Geography, and it's about how geography affects a country's outcomes and politics. And
massively.
And how they fight war and what materials they've got and what they've done in the past. And then obviously you've got Trump comes along, and he's this massive, absolute shock to America. And do you think he's handled this time well? Do you think he's handled what's going on well? Do you think he's tackled this period well? Do you think?
Is that the period you're talking since he's come in, or coronavirus period?
It's actually been 4 years. Well, it's been like 4 years, 5 years now, isn't it? Because remember,
because he was getting sworn in when we lived together. Oh God.
Yeah, 2004. 2016.
He got sworn in 2017, didn't he? And I was like, oh shit, that's gone quick.
How do you feel like the times have changed? Because I think the world has been changed by America, and I think there's a lot going on in America now.
The world's constantly been changed by America. Like ever since like the USSR fucking went bye. They've been like the only real superpower. But I think in the last 10 years, obviously China have emerged, and Russia have got some balls again. So obviously that happens. It's obviously a weird way now because there's so much like. The media and everything gets so and social media especially gets so into the presidency. It's impossible to do a good job, I think, because you get scrutinised from every single angle. I'm not saying he's done a good job, but it's hard to say if he has done a good job because, especially with this happening, any sort of plan he had in place, any country's plan in place, like every single world economy is going to go to shit.
Now what he's doing now, he's actually opening a lot of states up again in America.
Yeah,
I think
in America, it's almost like it's completely got them. The entire country is infected almost, and I think that it has completely.
But then there's not a lot of like ghost states who've just got like a fucking hardly any population in.
Wyoming's fucking huge. It's got 500,000 people in it.
They've been just living life as they are. Because there's a mad fact I got from this book, and I've heard before actually. Florida, by itself, the state of Florida, is one of the 5th largest economies in the whole world. No, Florida.
I swear that's California.
No, it's Florida, and I'll get you the book out. Florida. Honestly, I'll read you the passage. Well, basically, Florida by itself, it's got the most fertile land in them states. They grow a lot of fruit. They grow a lot of stuff. They do a lot of almonds as well. And it blew my mind. Germany's bigger. Germany, Japan, I think the American states and China is the only biggest countries that Florida is.
We can't be far off.
That's what I thought, and I actually haven't Googled as well. But
I think we're like 7th or 8th biggest, something like that.
This is the book. It's been a slow read for me because it's politics.
I struggle with books that aren't a story. I can read a book that's a story.
But where'd you get it from?
I got this from W.X. Smith before the quarantine. I've just finished the American chapter because it dissects these countries, and the next chapter is Western Europe, so that'd be quite interesting.
No.
The passage I want to read. So California is one. So sorry, let me read from the top.
Feels like I'm teaching.
America, foreign policy, return to the previous harder line. Declining to join the Paris Climate Change Agreement has not been a global game changer. Many individual U.S. states are committed to meeting the targets. The targets of the climate change agreement, and California is one. And its economy is bigger than every country in the world other than Germany, China, Japan, and USA itself.
Did you say California?
California.
Yeah, so it wasn't Florida.
Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry.
I told you it was California.
My bad.
It's because it's just so much there, isn't it? They've got Silicon Valley there. They've got like the headquarters of so many massive, biggest companies in the world, all coming out of there.
What do you think of Trump's announcement when he said on TV that people should inject themselves with like was it some kind of sterilizer or something to combat the vaccine?
You got some redneck okay, boy, get in my greens. Come on, boy, shoot it up.
That's the
random shit and says it
a lot more seriously if he didn't come out with shit like that.
I mean, listen to the actual interview. He had no fucking clue what was going on, did he? He had no clue what he was saying about anything. No. I think at that time, and obviously it's been misinterpreted because it's fucking Trump.
Yeah,
this retard's been saying inject yourself with hand sanitizer. I don't think it really meant that. He was just fucking so clueless that he come out like that way.
Yeah.
It's just like when someone tries to have a conversation, like talk about something they know jack shit about, they're going to sound like an idiot.
Like right now, mate. Like right now.
Yeah,
I've no fucking clue.
Podcast.
I think we need to do a bit of an introduction on ourselves, actually. I think how long are we in? We're about, how many minutes are we in?
It doesn't say.
Okay. We're sometime in. I think we've got to introduce ourselves and what we do, what we get up to, because I think our viewers would value that and treasure what our lives are about. So they understand where our points of views come from, why we have these points of views, and are they valid points of views. So I don't know. Boff, you want to lead the way on your introduction?
I feel like, Josh, you set it up so well. I feel like you should
set you up nicely for it.
Fair enough. Right, so I'm unemployed, but I'm on a university credit because of quarantine times. I study product design at university. Now, I do photography. It's definitely something I want to get involved in. It's definitely something I want to boost my skills with. I live in Northwest London, on Greater London. And to be fair to you, I would say I live in a sort of ex-working class, sort of middle class family. To be fair to you, I think that's the same with all the boys. That's my background, really.
You live in the suburbs of London.
Yeah, and I'm going to be open myself and be honest with everyone. That's where I'm from. Life is not fucking too strenuous at the moment. I'll be very honest with everyone. You know, I'm getting through it. I need to find another job, that's for sure. And
maybe this could be the job, Josh.
Yeah, our official podcast maker.
If it earns that much cash, I'd happily sit around and talk from my arse all day because that's what I do anyway.
Get spotted by
That's what I do in my job.
Exactly, and I think everyone. I think if you do that, everyone finds a job doing that. And I think if you can talk a good game and do a good game as well, you'll be right. You're gonna fucking fly in life, I think. And that's myself. That's my point of view. I think I look round up, and I think as the episodes go on, you'll understand yourselves as a character, as everything is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beans. I think you should take away.
So, Beans, Harry Beans Brown, as they call me. I don't actually look like Beans from you, Stephen, so I'm sure you'll agree now. Joe, I don't look like him at all, do I? Live born and bred Wolverhampton, went to Nottingham Trent University where I met Joshua Pierce, JP, and Joe for a long time. Worked for Severn Trent Water, looking after poo all day. It's fun. Just living in Wolverhampton, looking to, I don't know, just chilling at the moment. I'm still working. I'm back in the office, boys. That's good.
Oh yeah, when you starting back up?
Back in.
Oh, I've back in most of the week. It's nice to get at the ass, isn't it?
Oh mate, tell me about it, bro.
Honestly, getting in my car. I mean, usually I get about 6 to go into the office, but it was quite nice.
Yeah.
I also like to apologise to viewers about my camera.
I was about to say, put the light on, bro. Now put the light on. I think it'd be better for you.
You sure?
Yeah, the viewers will want to see good lighting.
Want to see your lovely face, bro, and your Gymshark attire.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tommy, that's a lot. Oh no.
Do work out.
Have you not got a light that faces your face, like come like from the other side? A screen you can put on or something.
Oh, do you know what? I'll be back, viewers. Talk amongst yourselves.
This is perfect time for you, Buff.
This is it. Okay. Great introductions. So I'm Buff, obviously, the last member of the group. I'm from a little village where I met Beans. I live in Bristol now, though, so times have changed. Obviously, I met Joe P quite a few years ago now. We've become good friends. And day to day, I work in the defence industry. I'll leave it at that, in the defence industry. It's it's all right. It's not too bad, actually, but I'm just trying to fill my days with entertainment, and I feel like we can do that for you. So if you want to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let us know. Leave a comment down there.
Topics will be advised as well, and we'll always star, I think, some guests.
Yeah.
Guests. Is that the right way of putting it, Buff? You reckon?
Yeah. We'll try and get special guests. We'll get guests. We're good friends with another YouTube channel, actually. Should you name drop him, Josh? What do you reckon?
Yeah, drop the name, bro. Go on, you drop it.
Yeah, big shout out to the boys at Oscar Thorpe. They kind of inspired us to get this thing going, really. And if you want to watch us on their YouTube channel, just go ahead. That's where me and JP made the feature. And now we're here. We're here doing this full time.
It's what inspired us, mate, didn't it? That inspired us.
That was good crack.
Excuse me burping, guys, because I'm fucking I had a few beers tonight, and I'm for Rick and Morty. It's in the new Rick and Morty episode.
Sort of solution.
Yes, mate, it looked great.
Which is to put my phone torch behind the screen.
Yes, me.
I need a new light. I've got this. I can't take it off charge or it turns off.
Just get a lamp, bro. You need to get a lamp in your room.
I had one. Honestly, I've never used it in my life, and then I need it now. And I can't find it. I think I put it up the loft. I'll get it next week.
You seen the new Rick and Morty episode, anyone?
I don't watch Rick and Morty.
Oh, Beans. Buff, watch it.
I haven't seen it, mate. I haven't seen it.
Oh God, that's a scapegoat. That was a segue we could have enjoyed then, and you boys just absolutely.
Is that the rest of the show, JP? Right there. Which is gone.
That's it done. We
Let's just go. We're done.
Now you got to watch the Rick and Morty, mate. The last episode was great. It's well up your streets. They talk about the most random, but the most out there stuff.
It's one of those shows I know I'll like if I get into it. I just can't be asked to sit down.
It's a half-hour episode, mate. It's a half-hour episode here and there. You can just pop it on any time.
I've been watching a lot of other stuff at the moment, though.
What have you been watching?
What have you been watching?
I was watching Green Street before we came on here.
Started watching The Last Kingdom on Netflix.
Yes,
guys, what do you think of Ghosts?
The Last Kingdom.
Ghost?
Yeah, what do you think of Ghosts?
Ghosts?
Think they're real? What's going on?
I mean, people's heads more than anything.
Yeah.
No, you Buff. You're a ghost, bro. If there was one person I knew to come back as a ghost, it'd be Boff. That's for sure.
I don't know. Quite a unique guy, Josh. Would you say?
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Yeah.
It's like with ghosts. I think people obviously go somewhere after they die. I'd like to think that we don't just fucking die and that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where
JP's
do
looking at
you go? Where do you think you go?
I'll probably turn into a tin of baked beans, but like,
Well, serious now. Where do you think you'll go? Where do you think you go when you die?
I think you just go into something else, don't you? You become something else. But most people obviously, like you could probably be an ant or something. You're never gonna fucking remember being a fucking.
Paul Barcer was an ant before becoming you beans. I
reckon if anything, I was like probably an ant actually. No, something like I know what Joe would be like a deer in the headlights. Like you just shine lights and nothing's coming on. And you'd
what's the Harry Potter charm? Expecto Patronum. When they show the Patronus charm, Expecto Patronum, and Joe pops up like, "Hi, you're right."
I'll be one
Hi,
of the,
Harry, you good?
I'll be one of the Dementors, man.
We know who that is. We know who that is.
Who?
Hold on.
You know.
Yes.
God, what do you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Go on. Right, question. What's a good question?
Hold on. What is a good question?
Will
I die soon?
What?
Go on, ask it.
I find it boring that you've already typed that in.
Yeah.
No, I was messing with it. Before we started.
Oh, what was the answer then?
I think it said like I cannot tell.
Was it Ouija? Was it?
Beans.
Will beans ever
laid?
Get laid again? Hey, come on now. I bet. No.
Oh, fair enough.
How do you like them apples?
Hey, what is that?
Joe, no, but will Boff ever get laid again? Go on.
Moment of truth. Here we go. It's gonna go. Cannot tell. I get it. Nah, it'll take forever, man.
No, Joe. No, Joe. You gotta get it. Cannot.
Whoa.
This is real.
Is this a real ghost?
Yeah, I'm clicking on it and then I'm just hovering over this.
So this is a ghost doing this.
This is a ghost, yeah.
It's a dark web glove. Cannot.
Say.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
So Joe, that basically means you're not going to get laid, but it's too embarrassed to tell you that.
The Ouija board pussied out from telling you.
Yeah, you're not going to get laid. Now you've got to ask JP. You got to ask it about JP. Oh, wait, JP. Same question. Let's see.
With JP.
I'm not going to lie. If I'm the only one it comes yes to, this is just not right.
The ghost knows, man.
So why won't I get laid again? That's a fucking problem, babe. I'm either going to be dead, or
I get chopped off.
You got any questions, fellas?
JP, tomorrow, make sure you put like a duct tape over your cock so nothing can happen to it. Keep it safe. The spirit can't get you.
Will Beans ever stop being such a dickhead?
No, I can already tell you the answer.
But will Beans change his ways?
Oh, that's a good question.
Next one should be: does Boff have a soul?
Oh shit.
It knows, mate. It knows.
I'm not gonna lie, it's got 2 out of 2 for me, so I can't be wrong.
And will Boff ever change his ways?
No. Will Boff? Does Boff have a soul?
What do I have a soul?
Please be no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would you, man? It's there.
Doesn't know you, bro. This Ouija, mate. I told you, be a good guy.
It does. It's like the Jeremy Cole, lie detector test. It's just bollocks, isn't it? It's not true.
Yeah.
Not true.
Good question. Right. What can we think of? Is God real?
Is God real?
God real. That's a.
Getting that deep.
You're getting this deep, bro. Because I want to know, mate. I'm into it, man.
Oh, the Ouija board says it.
That's
To our religious viewers, I do apologise. These are not views shared by us. These are shared by the ghost.
But there's many gods out there. It could be one god. We didn't specify any god. You know, it's not our fault really.
We just said, look, the god of thunder.
I was thinking of the god of thunder. How weird is that? How weird is that? And Jesus is real.
Jesus, I've always said, I'm sure I told you boys before, Jesus was an early magician. I think our viewers think this. So things he did, turn water into wine, sounds like something a magician would do. Walked on water, sounds like something a magician would do. Best friend with a prostitute, sounds like a magician.
Magician would do. That is true.
Yeah. So I think he was an early magician that just chatted a lot of shit, like an early version of me, just chatted loads of shit, but he was good at magic.
What's mad, right? So let's say we're speaking to one of you two boys right now, right?
Yeah.
And in 2,000 years' time, we'll still be speaking about Boff or Beans. Let's use Beans as an example, right? 2,000 years' time, Beans has made such an impression, such a magician on the earth that we're still speaking about this guy.
There's a statue of me at Picky's Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how much good a game of Chinese whispers is, how can one guy be so influential on something? How can he be possibly real? Like, what did he do that was so groundbreaking?
People that around him, they wrote a book on him. They wrote a fucking book on him, and they passed it from generation to generation. It just became this fucking the churches, this fucking.
And they even changed the calendar from that point. This is 2000 BC. Yeah.
That's how good a magician he was. He changed the calendar of the life of the world.
A lot of people were just naive back then. That's all it is.
Yeah. Don't believe anything.
But in
a way, people are quite naive now because.
Yes, mate. That's the thing. I don't think the level of naivety will change through history.
Yeah.
It won't, because there'll always be people that believe anything they fucking hear.
Yeah. You look at the Egyptians, right? So these people were highly intelligent people. So they're us 4,000 years ago, right? What they did differently, they made these pyramids and actually, I was thinking about this last night. Got to calm myself down because I wanted a bit of segue because my thought process was behind this. There's a lot of pointless shit. We say pointless. A lot of stuff that human history put so much fucking time in that you literally in Egyptian times you could be as modernly as advanced right now. No, back then as we are right now. The materials haven't changed in the earth. Wood's not different. The materials there ain't different. There's so much the same stuff there, but they had so much different views and so much different beliefs that in that time. They weren't interested in making a fucking circuit board. All they was interested in was fucking making these big old pyramids for this one bloke to sit and have a fucking dime.
Yeah.
And worship, mate.
Well, they believed in though, isn't it? It's like they were told to believe that.
His belief is just fucking mad, man. It blows my mind.
Now we're told technology is the way forward. We've got the amount of things, the amount of technological things we've achieved in the last 20 years is mad.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done this 20 years ago.
No. Well, not even 10 years ago. Not even 10 years ago as comfortably, I don't think.
Honestly, all our cameras would look as bad as mine.
Oh,
Nah,
that's hard to do,
not
bro.
as bad as that.
Or worse.
Guys,
I'm gonna use the money I've saved to get there must be a way to upgrade the camera, you know. There's gotta be.
You gotta get a new laptop thing.
What was you gonna say, Buffy?
Oh yeah. Where do we see the channel going for the viewers in the future? Do we see ourselves going out into the public, maybe taking them on a night out with us? Sandwich night out.
Ooh. They'd be lucky, mate. They'd be fucking lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it going as we'll get better structure to our podcast. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And our topics will feel a bit easier. And I think personalities will grow in this.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we can get people on and we can get some interesting characters on it and see what they do, see what they want, you know. We need to open ourselves up.
Definitely.
Let people figure out who we are. They'll know who the good and the evil sides of us.
Do we know many categories of people that could we fulfill many different categories of people? Like, do we have an artist? Do we have like a musician? Do we have a magician?
You know a musician.
Yeah, I know a magician. Yeah. He's a good magician as well. He's currently got a lot of people making pyramids for him. It's been a long time right now. So at the moment, he's halfway through like a big old grand scheme of making this massive behemoth pyramid.
Yeah.
That apparently when he dies, like you can go inside that pyramid and you can sort of come back alive again. You know, it's quite groundbreaking, really, and it's never been done before as well. You know, I think the last time that happened was Cleopatra time about 4,000 years ago. You know, imagine the conversations going back then. In that time, someone saying to you, "Yeah, I just want to make a massive pyramid, mate. What do you think of it?" Okay, mate. Yeah, we'll make a massive pyramid. What do you think of that? Yeah, I think we can make a massive pyramid.
I want it
Yeah,
bigger.
bigger.
They're fucking, have you seen them? They are fucking humongous as well. What a fucking small thing. Like when you're flying over them, they're so fucking huge.
Have you flown over them?
Yeah, I went to Egypt to Sharm El Sheikh, but like you fly over Cairo as you're going over. And
He's
see
got a
all
pilot license, man. He flies over.
Yeah.
He's single-handedly responsible for
Did you tell a girl you were a pilot once?
Probably, yeah. I think so. But no, I didn't. No, I didn't. You make up these stories, man.
You lose track of what Joe's told women in the past.
Bro, what hasn't he told her, mate?
Yeah.
He's played for Wandsworth, hasn't he? Wandsworth for fucking Wolves.
He played for Villa. He was a Formula 2 driver. Was it Formula 3? 1 or 2?
I can see Boff being a Formula driver, though. I can see him.
Yeah, I could. That's where I should have gone, man. I was on the path.
Yeah.
We went out to a go-kart again for a while, will we? Stuff like that, because you obviously share helmets with people when you like they're not sharing, but like you'll use a helmet with someone else and stuff like that. We won't have to do for a while going forward, I think.
Fucking hell, mate. Jesus.
I mean, I've got one.
It's just a bit crazy, mate. For me, I can't understand. It's been a long time for me trying to think about what was different back then in the pyramids times. What was different for their mentality, and what was, because you've got to think these people were exactly the same mindset as we are now, but just doing different stuff. How and why did they get kicked into it? It blows my mind, man. It really fucking does. Like the Vikings as well. The Vikings come over and conquered half of the UK. And then the Normans come over and took the crown off them. But they was fucking Vikings themselves.
I was watching a video on the history of England the other day. It's crazy how many times we've been invaded back in the day. And then we evolved into like this country that then invaded every other country in the world. And like you look back, we had the Normans invade, we had the Romans invade, we had the Saxons invade, we had the Vikings invade, and then there was so many like small kingdoms within England. And it's nice watching like how it all like emerged into one. And the Scots have obviously got their own like heritage from like the Celts, and like, there's another tribe up there, I can't remember what they're called. And the Welsh people had their own like little kingdoms, and it all just merged into one. It's mad, honestly. Like Cornwall was one of England's last places when they got invaded by someone.
What's crazy is the fact is like back then the UK seemed such a bigger land that they had 4 kingdoms in, or 5 or 4 or 5, and everyone had a little pocket of the UK. Like, oh, it's my kingdom, woo!
Well, Game of Thrones based off what the UK kingdoms used to be like.
Yeah, they got
There used to be 7 kingdoms.
It's fun. Like the wall, Hadrian's Wall,
isn't it?
Is a white wall for the White Walkers.
Yeah, and if you flip Ireland upside down and stick it on the back, on the bottom, like underneath in the UK, it looks like Westeros.
Yeah. And Wessex, where London was, it was called Londinia back then. Wessex was the last kingdom to hold off the invaders. And so when Alfred the Great repelled them, he became like the first king of the United England. That's how it started.
The program we're watching now, The Last Kingdom, is about that.
I love that.
You watched it?
I haven't watched the new season, but I've watched all the other seasons.
Oh, calm. I'm on my 6th episode, I think.
Yeah.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah. It's on Netflix.
So I think I saw it advertised today. I might give it a watch. I was going to start watching what's the superhero ones on Amazon Prime? Is it The Boys?
I don't know, man. Wait, has JP crashed?
Have we lost JP? We've lost our... Oh, no. Our Cockney guy's gone.
Hello?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, so I was just to let you know what's going on. Did you guys manage to stay on through that?
Yeah. You don't hear a horrible noise coming from our laptop, by the way?
Yeah, you. Hey, joking.
Yo. Anything else anyone wants to speak about?
Mate, I think for me, just I haven't got too many topics more to speak about. I'll just say.
Ruin more in the first week.
Yeah, this is.
I think we've done well for the first week. I think it's going to be a progressive thing that we can
I
get.
think we need to set forward what we're going to do going forward. How you want to get in contact with us?
Yeah.
Obviously, making a YouTube channel. Joe, is it going to be called The Sandwich? I'm guessing.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
Like
we'll take that offline. We'll have a discussion about that.
Oh, I'll get some artwork for it as well.
Yeah.
I'll get some artwork drawn up.
We'll give you 10 quid for that, JP.
Yeah, thank you, boys. I know no difference. What's everyone's favourite filling?
Filling.
Oh.
I like lemon curd.
Lemon curd for a sandwich. What the fuck are you on, mate?
I
like lemon curd for a sandwich, man.
You know what my favourite filling is?
Ketchup.
Cheese.
Beans, right? Beans for a fucking filling. We got a buff of meat. We got what's tomato for buff.
Yeah,
JP, as I've always said, me and Boff are the loaves, and you're the filling.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll make a sandwich of beans and a buff and a Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, make a sandwich, then make us in the middle.
Yeah, I got that. So what I want from you boys is a face shot of you being squashed, and then I can do is edit that face shot into a sandwich.
Or just get the picture, that cool picture we got of Joe recently. Just get that and put it on there.
We're not using that.
So we've said in our first podcast that we need a picture from all you boys being squashed. So we'll supply that photo. So the next podcast we have an album art. Yeah. The podcast art with all our boys being squashed into a sandwich of your choose of filling. So every time we have
why don't we put it out to the viewers? What they sort of want?
Yes. What question to you boys and girls? What is your favourite filling in a sandwich?
Yeah, leave a comment.
Then we'll add it to our sandwich. There's going to be the cover art of all of this.
And what is everyone's favourite podcast and any favourite topics they want to talk about? Because we'll cover them. I think we've got quite a broad range of topic heads here.
Or is there anything you think we need to do better going forward? I mean, obviously the fucking camera on mine, but that's not. Anything we think we can do better on, but just give it.
I don't think anyone's here for our faces in particularly, Beans. You know, I think maybe here for Boff's face because he's got a lot of fans. But other than that, I think me and you, Beans, are quite safe in this situation. So I think going forward, I think Beans just needs to get a darker camera.
I need a new fucking laptop. That's what I need. When the shop's open again, I'm actually going to go.
Could you drawing a sandwich right now of what Beans and Boff might look like in it? So
yeah, come on, show it.
Head. That's the other bit of bread, and then what we're going to do in that, we're going to put Boff's face, Beans' face, and put Harry's face.
I'm liking it, JP. Your product design work's going to come in handy there.
I think the understanding from us and that dynamic we have in the sandwich is just going to fly really well.
Yeah.
Make sure you're in the middle as well.
The sandwich. Yo, guys, I think that should wrap it up.
Yeah.
I think that should do it.
If you sat through the whole thing, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised.
I'm
surprised
to
log in for a minute. Who the hell are these twats?
Muchos gracias, boys and girls. Muchos gracias.
Take care. Say bye, boys.
Bye, boys.